Rob, you've lived this, I guess, eternal road trip that you've been on. How good was it to be home? How much of a factor was it, in the end result?
Yeah, it's huge to be home. You feel the energy in the building. It really helps us through tough spots. Even going into the game, I went out to the playground with my son this afternoon, and someone said, "Good luck" to me. That doesn't happen in Australia. It happens here. You really bring the energy when you have fans.
Yeah. Modi, just your view on just the whole what it was like coaching a group in front of your home fans, and did you enjoy the experience?
Best moment for me was after the game, where everybody got to be with their families. You saw all of everybody's families kind of come down, and you get to share a win with the people that you love, and kind of all the work and the effort. And our boys didn't have that. I didn't have that. So I'm grateful for it, and I'm happy we got the opportunity to do this, and hope we get a lot more.
I guess it was a kind of a funny win because, great to get the result, but there were a few concerning things. The 21 no boards you gave up and the 6-point third quarter. What's your reflection on, on the entirety of the game?
I'm sure there's technical and tactical things that we can do better. This team should not score 6 points in a quarter. We're a very good and talented offensive team. If you ask me, I felt that our group had the weight of 2 years on their shoulders. Felt we controlled the first half, and then the pressure to get this win out and knowing what it means to everybody after these 2 seasons, I think that weight kind of stuck on our shoulders, and we hanged our hat exactly where we will all season. We defended. So we only scored 25 points, but they only scored 26 in the second half. And they scored 26 even though they had 21 offensive rebounds. So even though they beat us on the board, we were able to match up after and get stops, and that's what this team is going to be all year. The offense will come. The freedom will come. The joy of playing, we saw this in glimpses in the first half, but that's where we hang our hat. And if we need to squeeze out wins like this, then by all means.
Rob, was this an important win for this club, to get things going, to get things rolling?
I think so. Just to get one under the belt, we can build on it. We've got 2 road games coming up next week that are really important, and we really drilled down into what we pride ourselves on, which was defense. Modi was talking about it. We struggled offensively tonight, and I'm sure Modi's going to go through the film and give us a rundown in the coming days. We needed to be better on the boards, and that showed. But just to get one under the belt is important, and hopefully we can build on it.
Modi talked to Jarrell's performance. I think I talked to you about him last week being a little quiet. You said he was playing out of position. Was this what we see from him, playing in his proper position?
He can do it in both positions. He's a great basketball player. We have very high expectations from him. This was a good step forward. There's still a lot more to come.
What was it like in comparison to last time you guys played the Jack Jones? Because you were playing for him,
Yeah, we went down to Tasmania a lot last year. Definitely, we actually had an atmosphere. Simon did his best on the mic in Tasmania, but it wasn't the same without the fans. Having them here tonight was awesome, and we fed from that energy, and hopefully they keep coming back.
Yeah. Modi, how pleasing was it, I suppose, especially with last week, the overtime loss and so many close losses over the last couple of years, to when it really tightened up just at the end, to see just how calm everyone was and just being able to close it out really seamlessly?
When your anchor is your defense, there's no bad days. And you can kind of weather the storm through the challenges that come. And I think that's what we saw. We dug deep, got stops. That was enough.
Yeah. What about Jarrell, who really led your offense, especially in that first half, and came up with some big plays?
Jarrell's a force. We know exactly why we brought him onto the team. We have very high expectations from him. He has the ability to be a mismatch on every given night. There's a very small amount of players who can both defend him on the perimeter and in the post, a very, very small amount. And it's on him to bring it every game, and it's on us as a team to find him in his spots and in rhythm. And this is true, but for every guy, right? So today, Jarrell scored, and the day before it was Derek, and we got a big game from Isaiah, and Will played on half a leg and did what he could to support, and Ryan gave us a push in the second half. This is not a one-man team or a one-man show, and it never will be. This is not how we're built. This is not our structure. This is not what we want to be. This is not who we are. Every player can step up and have a big game in every given night.
What's wrong with Will?
Just had cramps down his leg. Gave gave us everything he got.
Would it be fair to say that the attack lost a little bit of fluidity and sort of potency when Giroud wasn't on the court?
Need to go back to the film. Sure, it did too. I mean, facts, yeah. When Giroud wasn't out, we didn't score, but we also didn't score when Giroud was in the second half. I don't think this has to do with JB. I think this has to do with what I said before. This win mattered to us a lot. And we all carried that kind of weight coming into it. And I think that's what you felt in the second half, and that's where the fluidity came from. A good basketball game comes from a nice balance between intensity and freedom. You had the intensity, but you didn't have the freedom because it meant so much, and that's kind of what you saw.
How's the foot?
Foot's fine. You know, it was a good week of treatment and getting the swelling under control, but feels good. Yeah.
Modi, a question from Australia because the microphone's not working. Wanted to ask your thoughts on Cam Glidden and the Alphas game as well as their hustle tonight.
Incredible heart, incredible effort. Cam had 0 points, 0 shots, has 4 rebounds, and is plus 12. If anybody ever had a question why we wanted to sign Cam Glidden, that's it. Heart, vet, competitor, tough. I have games where he scores a lot for us too, but couldn't be happier to have these guys in my corner.
Isaiah's 4 free throws down the end, crucial one.
4 free throws down the end, crucial, yeah, of course. Defense on Majet, huge. Completely took him out of the game. Was aggressive in the fourth quarter where things were stuck. He made plays, which is a huge step forward for him. Another guy I'm really happy is with us.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.